room. She's going down to her. She just had dinner outside. We had dinner outside. She's living in our basement for a couple weeks. She's
That's
not
right.
Hey, house, but she's allowed in our basement, which we don't go down to. You know, it's a whole apartment, little apartment. So. Yeah.
Hey, Alan, how you doing?
He's just coming in. He's ready to sit down next to me. Are you going to keep Cassie on in the background? Cassie,
well, I've got many. You know, you know, we could go with. You know, there's lots of options here.
Sana and Clint. So in his background.
Oh wait, this one, yeah. That
one is Cassie and baby Lucy. My son's wife and their little baby.
there's Nora. That's my sister Katie's daughter right there.
He's got all these great friends. I'm so glad Josh is doing this, man. Oh, there's Jesse.
There's Jesse's little one, Simone Jane, right there. Clint's iPad. I'm admitting you right now, Clint. Here you go.
Okay. So I needed your permission. All right. Good. Okay, I hear you. And okay, I hear you.
Awesome. It's probably because you two are so close together that it's a little bit.
There you go. I muted the other one there. There you go.
Yeah.
You tell me when you need me.
We always need you, Alan.
Oh, he can hear that. He's washing dishes. I'm grateful. I made a really mean salmon tonight. Alaskan sockeye salmon with a sriracha honey.
Awesome.
It was very good. So am I considered a host too, Josh?
Let me see. I can make you that. Let's see here.
Only if I want to mute somebody.
Yes, ready, and you are make co-host. There you go. You are now making you a co-host, so you can do what you need to do.
For Kathleen, if you mute me, then you mute yourself as well.
Yeah.
We're living the dream here, Alan. We're living the dream.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah. So two in the same room. I'm going to keep you both muted there, Clint, for a second while you have two iPads there. Hold on. Help me unmute you. Yes, Clint, what are you saying?
Okay. No, I just said I can see the icon. I was muted.
Good.
Now I'll switch it over to active speaker.
Okay.
Just see what. Okay. I got four little rectangles. Got you at the top. And I think that's probably the way to go. I can hear myself.
Yeah.
Coming.
It's a little, just because you and Sana are so close, there's back.
There's a backlight. Yeah. Once they're separated, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Sana,
Okay.
Sana, I heard that you did a wonderful job of singing happy birthday to my mom in the middle of the courtyard with lots of other people coming and going.
I played my ukulele.
Excellent.
So wonderful. Okay, good. So
And then we did it out in the hallway.
So we might want, I guess we're waiting for Ken, Barb.
So here's Caroline.
Oh, good. Carolyn's here.
Caroline is here. There we go. Caroline's joining.
Yay! Masks on. Dennis. Come on, Ellen.
They should be. Yeah, there you go. Can you hear us, Caroline?
Okay, talk. In those masks, I'm glad you're wearing your masks.
Hold on.
Hey, so good to see you.
Before down the hall.
Can you hear us, Caroline?
Do you want me? Okay, I'll admit Caleb Seamon.
Well, yeah, and then I can. Yeah. Go ahead. Yep, there you go.
All right. Here's Barbie and Nick. Alan. Oh, there's Caleb. Yay.
Caleb's not allowed yet.
Yeah, he is.
Well, he's the account.
Yeah. Hi, Blair.
Hey, Mom. How you doing?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
Doing well. Hey, Alan.
Hey.
And we can't tell who are the masked people, Carolyn and Dennis, drinking their wine. And
Take your masks off.
Hey, Caroline.
We're at the epicenter of the coronavirus here now.
Now, Logan told me that he's going to be calling in.
Turn that off. I can hear.
He's probably going to be driving while he's on this conversation, so he will be calling in.
Okay.
And
Hi, Barb. Hi, Alfred.
Hi, Carolyn. How are you?
Hey, guys.
Yay. And Ken, I imagine, should be on time, but he's not.
That's a face.
So you guys know how this is going to work, right?
No, we're complete idiots.
I know, but I'm a control freak.
Thank you, Kathleen.
Let me have my control freak moment.
Okay.
So we're gonna, as soon as Ken gets on and Logan, maybe, then we're gonna go down and Clint's gonna take the iPad down to Mom, so Mom can get on, and then we can talk to Mom.
I know. Yeah.
We're going to sing first, right?
Yeah, and actually, after 8, should we go ahead and do
Yes.
that?
Yes,
Well, Alan,
I think
okay,
we should.
okay.
You ready for me to
Let's
go
go
down?
down, so Clint,
We shouldn't be torturing your mom.
yeah.
Okay, I'll head on down. I'm gonna put on a mask. I'm gonna give her a call just so she knows I'm on my way. She'll
Perfect.
Yay.
down the hall.
Yeah, she sees us all the time. She should
Okay,
tell the other.
Donna says she's called it several times and she knows I'm coming. Okay, I'm gonna take it down, ring her doorbell. She's gonna have this and I'm gonna put it back into active speaker and I'm gonna tell
Sounds
her
great.
have to do a thing. All she does is watch.
Yep.
That's right.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Carolyn, hello, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Good to see you. Hi, Dennis.
How are you?
Good. We're surviving. You know, we're kind of the privileged, you know, it's not, you know, but you are in the epicenter up there in Seattle.
We caused it all.
According to today's New York Times, yes, it was all.
Old epicenter.
Yeah.
Old.
Oh, Clint, nice.
Oh, good.
You like that?
Yeah.
He's walking down the hall.
I'm going down the hall.
Do you want me
And
to
I told
admit
her-
him, Josh, or?
Here's Logan.
She'll do it, but I told her she received something from Ken, a very nice picture. And I said, what you want to do is take this iPad and turn it around and point it at the picture just so you can share it with everybody. I don't know whether she will, but she might. iPad. I won't come in, but I got the iPad for
Hey,
you.
Logan.
Hi, Logan.
Hi.
Hello.
All you have to
Not
do is
driving.
Mom!
Hey.
There she is.
Hey.
you got just sit down with it. You don't have to do it.
Say goodbye to Clint.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Hi,
I'll be
Clint.
back. If you
Hi.
want, you point it at the picture
Okay, yeah.
if you want.
Wow, 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 wow.
But she's gotta
Oh,
get
my God.
back.
Wait a minute, I gotta get back to my seat.
There's Jen.
There she is.
Hi,
Isn't it amazing? Hey,
Oh, wait,
hey,
Tori
there's
found?
Josh.
Hi.
Josh and, who's with you, Josh?
Oh, that's Lucy.
Lucy.
background picture.
Josh, do something about
I
the
don't know.
background.
And there's Kathy and Alan. And there's Sana.
Hey.
Hi,
Hey,
hi.
Alan.
Hi.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Ken. Is Logan? Oh, hi, Logan. You're there too. Hi, Mom. Hello, Carolyn. Good to see you.
I know.
Donna, too.
Hi.
And I
think my
think
mom is frozen.
Josh is in charge of the whole thing, I predict. Hello, Clint. Did you see the picture yet, Clint?
Hello.
Okay, wait 1 second. Mom is frozen.
Oh,
Jeez.
well, let's not freeze Mom.
There you are.
Not yet.
Okay, Mom. Okay, good. See if you can get your face more in the
Hi,
center.
Barbie.
Hi, Jen. How you doing?
I'm great. Is that Nick? Hello, Nick.
Hi, Ben.
Hello.
No.
And there's
I got
Ken.
And Logan already left.
And he better
Where did
not.
Logan go?
I don't, Logan, where are you? There's Sana and Clint.
He probably went to get a beer.
Yeah.
So, Mommy, happy
Oh,
birthday
Birthday to
to you.
Oh, Logan. There he is.
Birthday to you. Happy
Happy
birthday.
Hi to you,
Give us a
Happy
clue.
Birthday to you.
dear mother. Happy birthday to you. Now, I thought under this directions, we weren't supposed to do that yet until the kids get
Oh, yeah, don't worry. We'll do it next time.
So Kathy gave me exacting instructions, okay?
I bet she did.
And,
Listen.
I'm going to follow them just as well as my sister Barbara follows her exacting instructions.
That's
too.
right. Very.
okay. Now I want you all.
I feel like I'm early.
Can you move Zach into the breakout room somehow?
Yes, I can do that. Yep, I got it.
Sorry, Zach.
Hi.
Get out here,
Hi,
Zach.
Grandma.
I'm playing a fun game right now. I'm playing a fun game, Grandma. So this is really fun. I can mute and only you can speak right now, Grandma. Everybody is muted, and you're the only one that can speak.
What do you think of that?
Isn't that
I
pretty
can't
cool?
believe. Yeah. Do you know? I just want to tell you what kind of a birthday I've already had. This afternoon, Sana with her banjo we were out in the garden, and I was walking around the garden, and all of a sudden, when I got to Sana, she's got a group of Matherites around, and they start singing happy birthday to me. And every time I went around, and you know the garden that I'm speaking about, by the time I got back she's playing again, and there's another group of Matherites. I mean, I've been sung to just incredibly. It's just been amazing. And now to see my family, wow. And Joshua, how can I ever thank you for your incredible abilities to put this all together some way, somehow. It's just marvelous. Okay, I'm done talking.
Okay, you're unmuted now. Chaos reigns.
Where did Logan go?
That is the eternal question, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Where's Logan?
I'm looking for myself. I'm
Logan,
happy to have an appetizer. I'm very hungry. I just got back.
He always disappears. Now, Logan, I don't want you. Logan, quiet, everybody. Logan, I don't want you sitting off in a corner being quiet until all of a sudden you get your siblings keep still and you say something very important.
Absolutely, I know. I sit back so much in my family. I understand.
Drinking Violet.
Yes. I think I've gotten over that.
I see
right.
Jessica.
Where's Jessica?
I'm right here, Grandma.
Oh, hey, there you are.
He's going away though.
Hi.
I too.
I got it.
Where's Declan and Sierra?
They're
Right
not
there.
There's Declan. Sierra's
Where's-
getting ready.
Oh, there. Hi, Declan. Hi, honey.
Hey, Declan.
Hi, Declan.
The
Am I-
only great-grandson, I say.
I'm supposed to go to
The
a
only
breakout room.
great-grandson.
Okay, we're going out. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Where are you going?
She'll be back. She'll be back. Don't worry.
I'm going to a waiting room. They'll be back. So this
Oh, I see.
this first part is just for us.
They're having fun in another room.
Yeah, they're in another room with all the grandchildren, with all your grandchildren, Mom.
Okay.
Hi, Nick.
So, Mom, how'd your day go? You were talking about your day.
Well, yeah, my day has just been incredible. I mean, I've done my exercises, walked around, and somehow, which I must have spilled the beans to the church. No, I got a call from them, and they were asking me. So, as a result, something went out on Facebook that the whole world knew it was my 97th birthday, and it's my goodness, everybody at the Mather and family and everything have been wishing me a happy birthday. I've never, it's been quite incredible. So thank you all, one and all. You're just terrific. I don't know what else to say. And I'm so fortunate to still be able to feel good, have no aches or pains, and to be able to appreciate everybody today. That's the biggest thing.
Well,
I talked to you this morning.
I know. You know, everybody
all
called
did.
me.
We all
Everybody
called her.
called me this morning. That you've
But
all
that
been
was very good, Ken.
Yep. You're such wonderful children and such thoughtful,
I
loving.
called first though, so that's typical.
You're the oldest, you should have.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I just muted them again, Grandma, so feel free to keep talking.
We talked to her twice yesterday, though.
Yeah, right. And wouldn't you know that for my right before my birthday, I chipped my tooth. And you've seen it. And see?
it's beautiful.
Smile.
So I've got an appointment to get it taken care of in a couple of weeks, but I don't know if I can leave here. And the dentist wasn't even sure he could. So anyway, I hope to get it taken care of.
Does it hurt?
No.
Then no problem.
No,
No
I
hurry then.
that
No
was the
hurry.
whole thing. Yeah.
I'd skip it.
That's for sure.
Mom talked to everybody, but she wants to probably know that everybody's okay. I'm just trying to, Ma, you ask questions.
Yeah. Well, Alan, what is your, you're doing my taxes, which you've done, which is incredible.
But the government gave us a couple of extra months. So
Yes, that's.
Hey, Alan, will you do my taxes?
Yeah, right. I mean, Alan.
You do mine.
My taxes are done. Don't worry, Alan.
So anyway, it's wonderful that he's here to help me with any financial problems I have or whatever. But anyway, it's terrific. But I have been involved, as you probably know, with quite a scam.
I heard.
Yeah. And I'm with Kathy's calling the police and
What?
the Mather taking
Right.
care of it, because all of a sudden I get a call from the Publishing Clearinghouse. Now I thought they were a reputable organization.
Oh, no.
So I listened, and like an old foolish old lady.
Yep.
And they said, well, you have won the toss or whatever it is they do for the month or the week or the year of $850,000. And I said, oh yeah, really? Yeah, sure. Oh, we want to make sure you know about it. And so anyhow,
Stop.
it's wonderful because Kathy, when I called her, this was Saturday, I called her and she called the Mather and she called the police and she did everything so that the man that I've been dealing with, I guess until today, because I had to write, now listen, I shouldn't tell you this, I had to write a check, okay, and to him for tax reasons, says he. And so I did, and I mailed it. Well, we got the check, we got the mail canceled, and the bank notified and everything. So I lost no money, no nothing.
Good.
But you'd think I'd learn because I'd gone through this, I don't know, a year ago.
We did it before, yeah.
But you have to remember that your mother is getting slightly nuts, okay? And I'm very happy at it all. And I can't tell you, of course, you know how Clint and Sana look
Right.
after me and
They
do
do.
everything I ask. And
Oh.
he set this whole process up, as I understand it. He and Josh, I guess.
Thank you, Clint.
Mm-hmm.
You're
So-
welcome. Josh is the
This is just wonderful. Okay, now I'm not talking anymore. I want each one of you to tell me what you're doing and about your children and my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren.
Okay, I'll go first.
Hey, that's
I'm
right. You're
Ken.
the oldest.
I'm Ken. I'm gonna move out to the Quad Cities by August and find another church or just retire, one of the two. But that's where I know everybody. I realize that I don't know anybody here anymore, and I can't really socialize because I was a pastor here in Mokina, and it would be ethically inappropriate for me to be maintaining old friendships. So I'm going to do that, and I'm feeling pretty good about the decision, actually, and I'm getting lots of support from the Christian Church Disciples of Christ. So I'm moving back and forth between denominations again, probably, but
Oh, good, okay.
which is a unique thing to observe how you do that. And with Barbie's help, I've been able to do this. So that's my thing. And of course, I'm thrilled with my grandchildren and my daughter and the family. And I can be in Evanston about as fast from the Quad Cities as I can from here in Evergreen Park. Then the drive's a lot nicer. So I'll still be going to see Mom weekly, which is my plan.
great.
Okay, Logan,
Here I am, number 2.
what are you doing?
Well, I'm hanging out at home a lot. I don't know if anybody else is.
Me too.
Wondering if anybody got their stimulus check or whatever they call it for $1,200, because I haven't.
I haven't either.
I am currently unemployed, but I can
Oh.
rehire myself, once things get a little better. Working with Torin, who I guess, I don't know if he's here or not, but in Thailand with the coconuts, and we have a little reprieve on that, which is wonderful at the moment. So we shut down during this for probably a month or so. So we're really working on marketing materials. He is, I should say. And then I'm just kind of finally doing a lot of projects. I'm actually gardening, but I am feeling restless, and I'm thinking I'm going to take off for the mountains here in the next few days, and then probably go down to Hummingbird Ranch, where I'm feeling inspired now that we're finally at these wonderful times that we've all been waiting for. Because I think I would choose to live in community again.
Oh, good.
And so Hummingbird is thriving right now, and they're all set up. But I don't know what I'm doing, frankly, if you want to know the truth.
That's the best way to be.
And it's day to day, but life is pretty good. I really love the break. I always wondered how I would transition out of Rolfing into something else, and this kind of took care of that. Though I hope to keep my office at least part-time, so I can do some clients here and there. But the longest I haven't used these hands for my income. So.
How do they feel? Rested?
Well, they kind of unwind for a while, but actually they're feeling pretty good. They're actually feeling better. They felt a little sore for a while as I stopped.
You should get these copper fit gloves. They're fantastic for.
I've heard of them. Yeah.
They're actually very effective because I play the piano and I was losing a little. I started wearing these for an hour a day, and boy, my fingers are as limber as ever now. So.
I am paying a lot of attention to health and supplements and studying, ready for if we have a problem. But fortunately, Boulder is a somewhat of an island, even in Colorado, in terms of lack of cases. So we're pretty good here. But I'm actually enjoying the change largely.
Oh, it's in the black and white back.
Yeah.
So then I guess we're going to Barbie, are we?
Where's Barbie?
Hi.
Barbie.
Whatever. So I go back and forth between Leverett and Gloucester.
Good morning.
Hello.
Here we are.
Sorry, it disappeared.
We're gonna have to get.
Are we muted?
No, you're good. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. I go back and forth between here in Gloucester and enjoying that church and loving having Caleb here. I guess I prayed a little too much that he would come back. So my terrible separation anxiety. We're having a wonderful time with him here. And I should put Nick on a little, he's got.
Is the Black Sheep closed, Nick?
Yeah, we closed on March 20th. We couldn't, with the way things are, people weren't just coming out. So everybody's holed up. The university closed, Amherst College closed. They sent all the professors home. So we really had not enough business to keep the doors open for now. So I'm home gardening like crazy and getting the front field plowed up, and Caleb's been helping me, and got all our peas in the ground and onions and planting potatoes tomorrow, and we're growing seedlings.
Oh.
So I've never had this much time in April and May before, because it's usually a busy season. So
Hey, Nick,
That's the
move
good side.
closer to your head, closer to Barbara. You're off, you're almost off my screen. There. That's great.
Sorry. Anyway, loving having Caleb home and gardening, and he's been helping a lot. And but have no idea when we're reopening. It's really a weird world out there. So, I mean, we're concerned about the health of our staff as well as anything else. And we just heard today that UMass probably will not open in the fall for on campus. It'll only be online. So that's
Wow.
yeah, that's big. Wow, that's half the town. That's 30,000 people that
Oh my gosh.
living on their mother's couch or
That's the
something.
business.
So anyway, the town will be a ghost town. So it's going to be interesting to see how many of us survive this.
We
Right.
did have a litter of puppies,
What is it?
Yay. How many?
All right.
10, and Nick delivered all 10 of them.
Yes, I-
Wow.
I was in Gloucester. So,
Were you able to get any kind of the small business loans or anything?
well, the first one ran out in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I heard that.
And to be honest,
who wants a loan?
to be honest, I'm not that interested really. Not trusting that it's going to work the way it should, and I laid everybody off. So the payroll protection thing requires that you have them on staff and you're paying them. And the guys that work for me are on unemployment, and they're not going to come back to work for less. They're getting the extra $600 a week. So it's a challenging situation. Plus, and then I'll shut up. We don't know how fast the economy is going to ramp up. I mean, it's a 6-month moratorium on payments, which is great. But at 6 months, it's a loan. After 6 months, you start repaying. Now that UMass is closing, if I had taken money in March and would owe it in the fall with no students here, no faculty, it would be a real challenging thing. So I'm going to try to when we reopen, I'm going to try to do it with like GoFundMe and community support and not a federal loan.
Okay.
Makes sense.
That's my plan. My evil plan.
Carolyn.
No,
Huh?
Kathleen, you're the youngest.
Go.
Oh, everybody, I'm not doing much.
Well,
You tell us about it. then.
You.
Tell us about the nothing you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm not, because I can't babysit my granddaughter now, and
That's something.
working
Oh,
part-time,
God.
but I can't do that now, so I'm
Does
home.
Ellen have your undivided attention then?
Too much of it, you know, there can be too much togetherness.
No. Lucky. You're lucky.
Playing a lot of golf, actually. That's the one thing we can do. Walk 9 holes. I walk, he plays.
It's vital here.
Oh, hey, Josh.
Yeah, the placer.
The managed chaos in the other place seems to be okay. So let them do their thing for a while.
Nice. Josh, are you stressed out? This is a big job you have tonight.
Well, I was counting it. This is the, I think, 56th Zoom meeting I've run in the past 4.5 weeks. So like,
What the hell, man?
this is just like,
Only you would be counting.
well, you got to when you do classes, you know, and my kids are like 7 time zones. Ugh.
Josh,
Yeah.
how do you do these breakout rooms? They're awesome.
They're fantastic. Yeah, it's I look at Declan.
What?
Yeah. Declan, sorry, I got distracted by the child. Hold on, I gotta add this.
I know, I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing? Because now, yeah, I mean, this is the way to go. No, this is all good. How's
Nice.
everybody doing?
Great. Josh, I had an idea. We were just talking about it.
Yep.
Kind of like
Zoom should release a feature called like Zoom Party or something. So when the host has breakout rooms like you just did, the participants should be able to swipe and like kind of go hop from room to room. As if
There is a platform that does like social
Oh, it's called House Party.
cocktail hours or something.
Oh, really?
Oh, I have
That's
a house.
cool.
A house.
Don't-
House
just remember,
parties,
if you-
party is that.
Just be careful. If anybody misbehaves, I can send you into the other room.
flagging for anybody else? Yeah,
Yeah, my
Grace
best behavior, Josh.
like had a techno remix.
I try to keep it cool.
You were like house party. Yeah, literally just. One loves your background, Josh.
Excellent. I'll be right back. Wish
Oh,
me
good.
luck. I'm going back into the other room to make sure they haven't
All right,
done
Josh.
anything to the room.
I like that background.
I like it too. I think it's. I've got a few here. I've got Nora here.
What is that thing, Jessica?
Got Nora.
It's a laser thing. I don't know.
It's my favorite. Please.
Kiara?
There's
Claire has to put it in her
Lucy.
mouth. That's scary because she just looks like a giant baby.
It's like Ghostbusters. It's
It looks like
perfect.
a float from a
Yes.
It looks like a float,
So good.
exactly.
Lucy. Oh my gosh.
Here, please.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, the
That's
cheeks.
cute.
Josh, nice collection.
Okay, I'll be right back. Wish me luck. Here I go.
Anyway, we're all fine here.
Yeah, we are too.
It's fantastic. I love you, Annie Pat. I had a great talk with Annie Pat yesterday.
Yes,
She told me about, having her drink every day at 4:30, with Uncle Donald. With
Yeah,
her.
Don and I, we started at 4:30 when he wasn't not feeling well of having time, and his was of course a vodka a martini on the rocks with an olive and a twist, and
Right.
that's what I didn't know how to make them, but what is
Yes, you
wonderful is for his birthday. I don't know if I've told all of you. I didn't know what to do. He was drugs and everything, and very, very bad. But in the second floor dining room,
We were there, Mom.
yeah, who was there?
All of us.
Somebody help Mom get on her
No,
picture.
only one of you was, because anyway, I ordered him a vodka martini, and I had Brian, who was the wonderful waiter, put on a show, and he came and he had the shaker and the glass, and I said, I want the real stuff, nothing.
Yeah. Oops.
Mom
Hopefully,
came out of bed.
hopefully Zach doesn't have this experience in Cassie.
Hey.
Of what, her getting out of bed?
Right.
No, she's
With
locked
Cora.
in because we got one of those childproof things on the inside. You can't
So
open her
you're
door.
good.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
She's locked in.
I had like a
That's
Smith
savage,
box, and
Cassie.
it was like, if there was a fire, that would be really bad. Is it worth it? And I was like, yeah.
Okay, I think I'm about to add you all to the main room, so just brace yourself.
Are we gonna sing?
I'm going back to the main room. I'll find out. You're hanging here for a minute. Give me a second. I'm gonna,
We'll just wait for someone to start singing.
Yeah,
Someone to start to sing. Else to start.
Yeah, let's forget the happy birthday singing. That I've had that.
Mother, get your face in the picture, please.
there.
Jeez.
Am I not in the
I'm
picture?
trying to find Josh.
I'm right here. I'm back.
Okay, so maybe we can add everybody.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Please get a pitch.
Okay, here we
Hello.
Okay, they're coming in. Here we go.
Okay.
They're coming. They'll be here. They're gonna start
Oh,
singing.
here's great.
Hi.
I don't see them.
Wow.
There they are. Yay!
Hello. Roll down. There's Grace. There's
Justin.
Kate.
Zoom.
You should come and make an appearance.
Get at the top.
Oh,
Hi, everyone.
Grandma.
hey, Jesse.
Katie, wake them up.
Oh, this is awesome.
Okay, say happy birthday, kids.
Hold on. Everybody is muted right now. Everybody's muted. Kathy, you're unmuted, and Grandma, you're unmuted. So Kathy and Grandma, you're unmuted.
We're
Everybody else.
unmuted. And
Unmute Ken.
so, oh, I need to unmute everybody?
No. Kathy, you don't need to do anything. You just need to
Okay.
say, you can speak to everybody right now and they will hear you. And then I will unmute everybody and the unmitigated chaos will continue. So it's you and Grandma right now. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So now that everybody's on, Ken is allowed to help us lead in a singing of happy birthday, and it's going to be pure chaos, but it will be so much fun. Okay? So Ken, you got to be unmuted. Okay.
Okay.
Everybody's unmuted. Here we go.
Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mom and Grandma and Great Grandma.
Happy birthday to you.
Many more too.
That was wonderful.
Very good.
Just think you're in DC. Where are you? Seattle, DC. Hey, there's Grace, right?
Yeah.
Logan, did we get Thailand?
Boston,
And
Got Naomi in Thailand.
What?
Where's
You're
in
kidding,
Thailand?
Naomi?
Oh, wow.
Where's Naomi?
Naomi's at the end of the list there.
Wait.
There she is. She's called Michael Fisher. She's called Michael Fisher. Hi, Naomi in Thailand.
I don't think we'll see Torin, is my guess.
No, Tori's asleep.
What time is it?
Hey, Chris.
That's right.
7 in the morning.
Yeah.
Hey,
buddy.
there's a Grace,
Yeah.
and your friend is
And Chris.
Chris. Hi, Grace and Chris.
Yes.
Okay, now go to Carolyn. Oh, well, anyway, there, Carolyn and Dennis. Carolyn and Dennis. Okay.
Jossie's
There, Jesse and Ari.
Hi, Grandma.
Hi.
Happy birthday. I see Sierra.
There's Hazel.
There's Hazel and Hazel and oh, look at that. Hi, Hazel. Hi,
Hi, Declan. Hi, Sierra.
Hey, Hazel.
Hello, Dean. Dean's over there. I see Dean. Hey, Dean. Hello. Jesse and hey, Sierra, sweetheart. Grandpa loves you. Hi.
Exactly. Are they all asleep?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Wake them all up.
Yeah, are Cora and Lucy asleep?
I'm not waking them up. No.
Oh, you guys have had it, have you, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Fun being home with all your kids.
Who's there with you, Josh? Who's the person who's there with Josh?
Hey, Josh, who's there with you?
Josh.
So nice to see you.
Who's with Josh?
Laura. Okay.
Hey, Laura.
Oh, hello, Laura.
You're meeting us all at once, Laura.
Who's Josh? Does Josh have a friend there?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, where is he?
There. Hi, Laura.
He is.
Lucky.
Hi,
Sierra. I see Sierra.
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 Jesse.
Hi.
And Declan. Hi. Hey, Sierra. Hi, honey. Hi, honey.
I love Sierra. Sierra loves Grandpa. Hi, diddly diddly.
Don't brainwash her, Ken.
I brainwash everybody, Logan, except you.
So Katie and Justin haven't spoken.
Okay, where are Katie and Justin?
Where are they?
Oh, look at that. Katie and Justin are the only ones that can speak right now. That's great.
Are you in Amherst?
Yes. Yep, we're in Leverett.
In Leverett, okay. Are you in your house?
We're in our house.
You're joking.
Yeah.
Really?
We're in our house.
How do you get the camera there? How does it? My goodness! Wow.
You know,
And,
Josh helps.
Tell what's your
Justin.
Justin? Would you get up a little higher? I've got Yeah.
You want me to stand up?
There.
We're sharing
That's
that
better. There he is. That's wonderful. Handsome man.
Yeah,
right.
happy.
Uh-oh. Everybody froze. Or is that?
It's rarely the whole thing. It's always me. Your Wi-Fi.
Right there.
Been pretty intense here in Boston.
There he
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh boy. Yeah, we're hanging in there. You know,
That's
working for a major hospital, managing a pandemic, and parenting.
oh wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. That's
So
great.
Ariel's talking, bringing updates every day about, gosh, as things get worse, what are we going to do to serve underserved communities here in Boston? It's getting
Yeah.
pretty real.
Wow.
Good work.
Well, that's marvelous. That's
And we're also
marvelous.
thinking, wow, we're going to do this for 8, 12 more weeks.
Yes, I know.
Holy smokes.
Yes.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Let's see who Carol and Dennis. Have I
Well,
heard Carol?
We got Jocelyn on here, and we've got.
Okay.
Yeah, where's
All right.
John?
Well, let's take Carolyn and Dennis.
Well,
Okay.
yeah,
Now,
just for the grandchildren, Auntie Pat.
okay.
We got
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Whoever's next. I remember what I said when you all started. Well, I don't know their names and I don't know who they belong to.
Well,
So-
Grace and Jocelyn,
I'm
you're
still
unmuted right now, so you're up.
Joss, you go first.
I haven't seen Dean either. I don't think. Okay, Grace. Hi, Susie.
Hey, girl. I don't have anything new. I'm still living in DC. Chris and I live just a few blocks away from the Capitol, working for the government, doing my thing, trying to deal with quarantine. So I'm still going into the office some, but mostly telework. So still things
How about
going in DC.
didn't you do a lot in Africa?
Yes.
Yeah. What's happened there?
I mean, a lot of the same stuff in terms of COVID and of coronavirus effects. So, we're seeing it spread across the continent and all the subsequent political and economic effects and impacts that we're seeing here. But yeah, a lot going on. You
do such amazing work worldwide. You do a lot of traveling, don't you?
Some. I was supposed to do some traveling actually right before this all broke out, and I had a flight lined up to go to Germany, and then this was right when they started canceling travel and flights because of coronavirus. So I had 2 trips canceled.
So why were you
travel
going
in the foreseeable
why were you going to Germany?
I was going for a conference over there with the U.S. military. We have our Africa Combatant Command that is based in Stuttgart, Germany. So I was going over there for a conference.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So it's a conference. A conference on what? I mean, I'm not very bright.
Security issues in Africa.
Oh.
She can't tell you.
What are the security? What are they? They're not in a war, are they?
There are lots of wars. Yeah. There are a lot of security issues. There are 54 countries, and they each are, going through a lot of different things. So
There's more than one.
Yes. Thank you. I forget about the 54 countries.
There are lots.
Yeah.
So, but I'm good. Yeah, life is good. We've kind of, we figured out our quarantine isolation routine, as I think most people have here. So I think I'm in a pretty fortunate place, both geographically and then in terms of work. So
this quarantine business is just the pits.
Yeah.
For the birds.
Okay.
Yes.
Who do I need to see?
Jocelyn. How about Jocelyn? You're unmuted, Jocelyn.
Hi, honey.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Right now am
There you are.
I'm in my parents' basement.
Oh, how nice.
I am quarantined from them, so I stay in the basement. But
She's like a troll.
yeah, I just eat all of their food and take all of their resources, but just stay down here in the basement.
No kidding.
No, but I still have my apartment, but it was rather lonely. My roommate left to go stay with her parents, so I decided to come home for a bit.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's nice. And I'm still going into work. So I work at a news station in DC. So I'm a producer, so I still have to go into the newsroom every day.
Yeah, now what are you doing, a radio show or a TV show?
A radio show. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So I do the midday show, which is from 10 to 3 every day. So I produce that show.
But just a minute, is that a news show?
It's a news show, all news.
Okay. Wow.
So yeah,
all right.
It's a mix of local and national news. But yeah, we have barely any staff really going into the newsroom anymore. Our anchors are anchoring from home, so it's mainly just producers that have to go in, which is why I'm still staying quarantined in the basement so that I don't pass anything to my parents. But yeah, so it's interesting being one of the few people still going into work, but it's kind of nice. I've found that it helps me keep a routine and not go too crazy. So
Right.
But it's a lot of coronavirus news all the time, so that's a little fatiguing.
Right. Well, now it's got me thinking. Alan, do you still have your radio show?
Oh God, good mom.
Good memory.
Only now and then, because we produce from a studio that's been shut down. So sometimes we'll do it by phone. So when I'm not working on your taxes, I do
right.
time for that, or walking 9 holes of golf with Kathleen, or sending things and messages down to Jocelyn in the basement. But she's not allowed in the main part of the house, as you probably got.
Oh, that's just terrible.
Lovely dinner.
Thank you, Grandma.
Tonight outside. We are allowed to get together as long as we're at least 6 feet apart outside. So we do sometimes.
Wow.
And then when she's making too much noise, we just beat on the floor.
Yes. I do the same.
Yeah.
Except for on the ceiling.
The audio is breaking up there, Alan. Did you say you peed on the floor?
When she doesn't respond to the beating.
Oh, okay. I would do the same thing. Yeah, I get it.
Oh my goodness.
Hazel liked that joke.
Yeah, she was laughing.
Let's see. All right.
Hey, Katie, how you doing out there? How are things in Nurseland?
Hi.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, I haven't seen you at all. My goodness.
Hi, Grandma Pat. Happy birthday.
Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, how you're in, because I know you were a nurse. You did not pick the fanciest, best place. I remember way back, this goes back 20 years, when you picked working as a nurse in a low-income area, right?
So I'm a nurse practitioner, so I do primary care. I'm not in a hospital.
Okay.
That's an important distinction for me. I'm doing primary care in a health center that is mostly telemedicine. So
Okay.
I'm like Jocelyn though. I'm going in a couple days a week, but making phone calls, and then there's a certain amount of work that has to get done in the office. And our health center became a testing site today, a drive-through testing site.
Hey.
That's awesome.
And I am not doing testing. I'm not participating. I'm not staffing that. I'm the person that is calling everybody to manage every other chronic illness and managing COVID, managing COVID symptoms when you can stay at home and helping you decide if you need to go into the hospital or not.
Oh, gee.
So that's my job right now.
Wow.
How much of it are you seeing?
It's a lot. It's a lot. there's a lot of mild to moderate illness, and we just are able to test almost universally here in the last few days. So now I'll be able to send everybody for testing and get a better sense of whether or not folks are having COVID or not, even though the testing isn't perfect. Most people that I'm taking care of are getting better at home. I would say most people are getting better at home. Our hospital system, I think, has done a great job of preparing for this, and we're in a good position right now to manage it for our area right now. Who knows what it'll look like in the future? And if anyone is interested in reading a really, now universal story of how our hospital got PPE, you can search it. I can send the link, but it's called In Pursuit of PPE. One of our directors wrote an article about how he had to drive to Indiana and take an unmarked tractor trailer truck and get stopped by the FBI and stuff. It's really interesting.
Wow.
But basically our system right now is in a good position. I feel pretty safe and prepared in our region.
Really?
Today.
Oh my word. That's fantastic.
Do you think you managed a bunch of patients who had symptoms but just never got tested?
Oh yeah. We had a whole protocol for diagnosing people with suspected COVID, until literally Monday was the first day that we were really able to test everybody. So since basically March 13th is when it kicked off for us, and I've taken care of just countless people who probably had COVID.
Gee whiz.
Hey, can
Don't
I
you
say
get it?
something about that?
Yeah.
Just for a second, because of Torin in Thailand and his connections back through here, we have sourcing for everything needed in terms of ventilators and PPE equipment. If anybody knows or knows where they're having trouble.
Everywhere is having trouble.
What?
Everywhere is having trouble. Send me contacts.
I'll send you the information on that. Okay.
The other thing we did at my health center, my medical director, so I'm in one clinic that's overseen by a big hospital. And so the director just at my site, we coordinated, and someone had a connection and who had a connection for someone who used to import jewelry, and they started importing masks. And so all of us providers, nurse practitioners and physicians, we all pooled our money and we bought 3,000 masks directly from somebody. And I think it arrived yesterday. So
Well,
if you have a direct connection.
I do. I have a direct connection for all of that equipment from China and Germany.
Right now we need gowns and masks.
And we got gowns.
Yeah.
And masks. Wow. Okay, I'll connect with you.
Yeah, email me. My director's extremely savvy with that stuff.
Okay, because I'm trying to figure out whether it's worth my time to try to go out and let people know, or what part to play in it. But
definitely. And everywhere's having issues, and it really is true that the big barrier has been our federal government, intercepting shipments when they land.
Wow.
That's true.
Wow.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, that's awesome.
I want to hear from Grandma Pat how you're doing. I don't know if everybody else got an update, but I want to hear how it's going at the Mather.
Oh, the Mather, we are closed down. We can't go off the campus. So we don't have any dining room. They bring us our food. We get a menu every day, and we choose what we want. They have choices, wonderful, and they bring it to us. And for instance, I've chipped my tooth, my front tooth, if you could believe it. I chipped, and the porcelain filling I've got. But anyway, I don't know if they'll let me leave and go to I go to the dentist in my dad's office on Central Street. If they'll let me leave and go there and come back. So I don't know if I'll ever get my tooth fixed. So so that's very interesting.
Grandma, I have an important question for you.
Yeah.
Do you still have ice cream?
Oh, I manage very well to get ice cream.
Jesse, you know what she
I
doesn't
have
have?
to have my ice cream, as you know. Yes, I do. But I,
needs
you
some
know,
wine, she told
in
me.
my old age, I don't eat so much of it as I used to. So
I know. Well, I got you a couple half gallons a week ago.
that's
so-
that's right, and I still got them.
So Jessica and I sometimes see Grandma through the window. I just saw her recently when I took her a picture, and then for her birthday, and then also Jessica brought her 2 gallons of ice cream. So
Right.
she's not suffering, but we can't
No,
get close
I
to
don't suffer. I don't
Well,
suffer.
we
And
can't
I'm going
get
to,
tested
I want to,
either.
before I leave, I'm going to show you this incredible picture of me standing in front of the, in our church, in front of the, what's the rear house window. It's incredible. Anyway, now let me see.
How about
who
Naomi?
Caleb,
Naomi
Caleb
and
Nick.
Zach and Cassie haven't talked.
And
Yeah.
Caleb.
Caleb.
Let's hear Caleb. Oh, all right. Or Jesse and Dean. I don't care. You figure it out.
Caleb, you're unmuted there.
Not as interesting over here for me. I'm just finishing my school year. I've been home for like about a little over a month, just helping out on the farm with this guy and my mom, helping her with her services on Sundays. But seeing Josh and Katie in a safe way as much as possible. But yeah, that's all it is for me, just at school.
That's wonderful. And I forget, international relations is your
Yep,
major?
exactly. Good memory.
That's great.
Yep.
Now, so do you have any idea, any kind of where you might go?
Great
After you
question. I might have to
graduate?
talk to Grace about that one.
Right. Okay, well, I think it's marvelous that you're doing something like that, like Grace is too, that you're out in the
Thanks,
world. There's a lot of problems. That's wonderful. That's terrific. Let's see. Nick, do you have anything more to say?
Not really. We're wishing you well and sorry we can't be there.
I know. Listen, nobody has to worry about me. I couldn't be in a better place, and I'm still physically fine. I'm going downhill mentally. I figure if I last till 102 like my mother, I'm got macular degeneration. So far it doesn't bother me, but I'll be blind and don't know anything. So and I'll be on the second floor at the Mather, the memory unit, in the memory unit.
What's Naomi doing?
What?
What's Naomi doing?
Yeah, Naomi, where are you?
I'm right here. Hi, Grandma. I'm over in Thailand right now.
Oh, are you?
Yes.
With the coconuts.
No, I'm actually, Tori's in Thailand with the coconuts. I'm here on a vacation that ended up in a quarantine. So I'm on an island in Thailand. We've been here for about a little over a month, I think. But we got to Thailand in March. And
Okay, now tell me again, who's we? Where is he?
He's sleeping. It's early in the morning right now. So he's
You go
sleeping.
wake him up and tell him he's got to wake up. I got to see him.
Do it.
We want to see him.
Do it.
I can't wake him up right now. That'd be a bad idea.
Okay, now you're
Quarantine.
what are you doing?
I'm just traveling right now. The plan was to travel Southeast Asia for about 4 months, but we've just been staying in Thailand since everything kind of
Okay,
happened.
are you in Thailand now?
Yes.
You're joking. And we're seeing you and you're in Thailand?
Yep.
Oh my word. That's incredible. Oh.
In all fairness, Naomi, those drapes could be anywhere. It could be New Jersey.
That's very true. That is very true. Let's see.
All right. Okay.
Who else?
Oh, there we go.
Jessica and Dean.
It's dark outside here, so I'll take that as proof that you're 12 time zones away from us. Thank you. Thank you.
Grandma, I miss you.
Oh, that's right.
You.
I'm so glad Naomi and I got close when when was that? When I went out for what reason? Don't ask me.
And then you had your surgery.
Oh,
They
yeah.
only stayed with you at surgery.
That's right. That's
I lived in the hospital for a little bit.
Right.
Yes.
So Naomi and I really got to know each other. It was just wonderful, just wonderful. So, and I was in the ocean. I couldn't believe it. And then I got in what those boats that scoot all around. What are they called?
That's Logan.
Oh, the jet ski.
That was in Mexico, Mom. That was a jet ski.
That was Mexico.
The jet ski in Mexico, yes.
That's right.
Yes, you'll never forget it, Logan. You really did it for her.
Yeah.
So now, wait a minute, not everybody's spoken, so Zach and Cassie haven't spoken.
Right.
Okay, Zach.
And Jessica hasn't really told us what she's doing.
Yeah, Jessica needs to talk too.
Hey, Grandma. Happy birthday.
Hey, hi, Zach. Okay. All right. What are you doing and why?
What'd you say, Grandma?
What are you doing and why?
What am I doing and why? Well, we're about to move to North Carolina in 2 months. In the middle of all this nonsense. Yeah.
Why? How come?
We're getting sick of being this close to my mom. No.
And your next reason?
We've got 2 kids in a very small house. We want to move to a bigger place, and
it's
a lot easier to do down there. And that's where Cassie's family lives, and we still have a bunch of friends down
that
there.
would be nice. That would be nice.
Yeah. So we're sad to be leaving here, definitely, but excited to be getting down there too.
Right.
So we'll move down in a couple months.
Okay. And again, tell me. Remember, my mind is gone. What do you do?
I'm an actuary.
That's right. And
yeah.
let me say right now, here he is, this outgoing salesperson type. And all of a sudden he tells me he's going to be an actuary, put a blue goggles on and deal with numbers. I couldn't.
They make so much money. Do it, boy.
I
Do
wish.
it.
I wish.
Goggles.
And I saw the room where he was going, and there had to be 50 actuaries sitting at desks.
Yeah, you did. Mom came to your office. Yeah.
And they were all looking at their feet.
I said, you really want to do that?
I like it. It's interesting.
Zach wanted to go somewhere he could be the life of the party.
There you go. Well, that would do it. That would do it.
Absolutely.
Cassie, what about, Cassie needs to say something.
I stopped working. I was working part-time for a nonprofit here, a local nonprofit. It was called Senior Services of Alexandria. So it was just for our city. But I stopped when Lucy was born. So almost 6 months ago now. And I've been trying to do stay-at-home life, which was hard enough. And now I can't leave the house with them. So yeah, I mean, I know half of you empathize, you're there too. But so it's just been a big adjustment in our household.
Now, just a minute. You don't you already have a child? Or is this your first?
This is our second. So we went from
that's what I mean.
1 to 2, which I had completely underestimated the transition that would be in our house.
Grandma,
you should have asked me.
Grandma, when it was just Cora, Cassie was working a couple days a week, and my mom was coming over a couple days a week to take care of
I
her.
remember that.
But now that there's 2 kids, Cassie just full time. It's a lot of work.
Right. Yes, it is.
It is a lot of work. I'm going insane.
Yeah.
Yes, Jessica.
We just today bought are getting a swing set that is going to be put in our backyard.
That's awesome.
It will have monkey bars because Sierra needs monkey bars.
Yeah.
And it will be installed mid-May, so we still have a few weeks before it will be here.
It's so expensive. Awesome. They won't be going to college, but we don't care right now. We're just like
Jessica, we got so desperate desperate for
Yeah.
a playground for Cora to play on because we have a playground literally right next door, but we can't use it, and another one on
They
the other
have
side.
yellow tape parks.
So we went to my mom's backyard and set up a ladder and just had Cora climb up and down the ladder, and then got my mom's old gymnastics like one-person trampoline, and she just bounces on it to try to get energy out.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this. Yeah, you never know. It's that second child that changes your whole life. Believe me.
How do you work from home, Jessica? How do Dean and you work from home?
Well, we also now worked it out. So Lizzie comes over 3 days a week for between 3 and 4 hours each time. And that has been a game changer. So she was here today from 2:30 to 5:30, which was really, really nice. Monday from like 9 to 1. So that has been helpful in the last couple weeks. So yeah, we're trying to figure it out, but it's tough.
You work?
I do work, and it's kind of crazy figuring out e-learning with no real roadmap and a district that is very demanding on its teachers.
Right.
The parents are really, really appreciative, but the district has really high expectations. Sometimes I don't feel like they're reasonable for the teachers or for the students. I think that it's a lot of stress. And then for parents who are working full-time and trying to help their kids e-learn, it's very difficult. So it's a hard situation for education right now.
Now, Dean has an office, doesn't he, in the house?
He's in the basement. He has an office in the basement.
Yeah, I've fully acclimated to being a basement creature. I'm averaging a mile a day on the treadmill. So like every couple days I do like a 3-mile run. So, you know, mileage has been going up on that thing. Every time a Zoom call ends, you'll see a screen that asks you to leave a review for Zoom on G2. That's where I work.
Wow.
Yeah. So this has been a game changer for G2, but I'm not close to being out of work because there's a lot of it now, and you know, doing the dance. We're losing some clients because their business, you know, is shutting down or whatever, but then you know, companies like Zoom and other categories of software for connecting people across distance, like people are shopping for those, and G2 is like the one you're going to go to for reviews and stuff like that. So,
for heaven's sakes.
yeah, so we're trying to tap dance around you know, this crisis and figure out how to work fully remote and deal with different schedules, shorter schedules, you know, just everything's different. So
it sure is.
It
sure is. Yeah. Who haven't we talked to?
We need to hear from
Josh. Who?
Josh.
Yeah, Josh.
To talk now. Yeah, sure. Excellent.
Well, yes, Josh.
Hey, Grandma.
Let me tell you, he set this all up with.
I just follow direction. No. I know. I'm the producer. I'm not the. I just glue things together. That's what I do.
Yeah. Well, who's the director or producer?
I think in the Kline family, everybody's the director. I thought. I mean, I don't know what the answer to that question is. I mean, but I do have the mute all button right now, so I can do that, which is pretty cool. But Grandma, yeah. So I am. I've been teaching remote. We've been teaching. I've been doing that for about 5 weeks now. We went on break and canceled school for the whole year over a month ago. So I have kids all over the world taking classes. The record so far is I had kids.
Really? Wait a minute. Wait, hold it.
Yeah.
Say that again. What do you?
About 40% of the kids that go to my school, it's a boarding school, and about 40% of them live outside the United States. So they're all home right now. So I have kids. I had a class where I had kids in Guatemala, 2 different U.S. time zones, Saudi Arabia, India, Tokyo, Thailand, South Korea, and Shanghai, I think was the last one. And we got them all in the same room at the same time, which is pretty cool. But teaching,
word.
So it's crazy that way, but it's about as good as it gets. I teach in a rich school with lots of technology, and I teach upper division complicated classes where the kids.
Oh,
so it's about.
You're such a math genius.
Well, no, they're the math geniuses. I just know how to give them a hard time and stress them out so they do what they say they're supposed to do, which is pretty fun. But I've been staying with Laura for the past 6 weeks, and we've got Buffy. We go on bike rides, we go on hikes, and it's a very strange time here. But it's we have a decent routine. It's I've called it living in my own corner of like the Dali painting, where every day is like Febtober 29th or something, whatever you want to call it. It's a very strange time, but a lot of good connections. I also have, it's kind of like dad with the gardening in April. I usually have 3 or 4 major projects going on at this time, and all of them are canceled. So I will not be going. Ultimate Peace got shut down in the Middle East this summer. Unsurprisingly, the big tournament that I run in May, we canceled it. I was supposed to leave for South America on March 8th with 14 kids for Peru and the Galapagos, and that was canceled on March 3rd.
You didn't get to. Have you been to the Galapagos?
I did go last year, so I'm bummed for the kids. I mean, honestly, but it's a very good thing we weren't there right now, because Peru is in a extreme lockdown right now. We would have been stuck there probably for, I don't know, a while. So it's very good we did not go. But it also means that I have lots and lots of free time now, in a way. So I've been running like game nights and checking in with friends, and we're plotting, we have to plan out lots of things that we don't know the answer to. No one has the answer to anything right now, and anybody who tells you otherwise is an idiot. So you plan out, and then you see how things go. But it's been interesting to see it. I mean, the challenge, it's, kind of what Dad was talking about now with my world, is that right now people are kind of holding their breath, seeing how things will go for the next little bit. But then, for example, UMass apparently just potentially announced that kids aren't coming back. Once the first few schools do that, almost all the other schools are going to do that. And then our revenue streams are going to get destroyed. And it's going to be...
UMass announced that nobody's coming back in the fall?
Potentially no one's coming back in the fall. It's all
A
going to
lot
be
of
online.
colleges are starting to do that.
Yep.
I heard that like Penn State is talking about it, and a lot of others.
Wow.
Josh,
Yeah.
Josh, has your triathlon at the end of the summer gotten canceled yet?
Not yet. It's August 30th, so potentially it'll happen. We'll see. I mean, I've been biking and getting ready, so I hope it happens. But if it doesn't, then I just got to do a virtual triathlon and run myself into the ground.
You got it. I saw someone who ran their Boston Marathon, around Glenview and with Wilmette last week. So
nice.
Or on Monday.
Hey, can you hear me? Hey, Jenica. Hey, Jenica just called me. You gonna join? Jenica, can you join Zoom?
You're a little late, Jen.
Oh, you can call now. Jenica, call in now. You can call in now, Jenica.
While Jenica's calling in, we should ask, I want to thank personally Clint and Sana.
Yeah.
Yes. Yay.
Yay. For Mom and watching out for her all the time. And Fran, too, who's not on this show, her neighbor Fran. But,
There's my ally. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, and for helping set this up, Clint and Sana, and for having the party for Mom, and we're so grateful for you guys.
Oh,
yes.
Thank God,
Oh, I know. I hope they're seeing this. I don't even know.
They are. They're
right they are. They're right there.
Great. Because I forgot to ask them that. That's what I wanted. Because they're my family. They're my family.
Sana, you're unmuted now, Sana.
Yes, Sana, say something.
Say something.
We do feel like we're part of this family.
Good.
There they are. We're keeping an eye on her, and believe me, every time she talks about her brain, don't believe it. Nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe Mom
Sana and Clint.
Sana didn't get a chance to hear about what you did for Mom's birthday today.
Oh yeah, her birthday. Well, first of all,
yes.
The one thing we're allowed to do here at the Mather is go out and walk around in the garden. And your mom takes her walker. She has a walker, and she uses it in the garden. She stumps around, And every time she passed me, I picked up my ukulele and we sang happy birthday.
That's
And
right. It was absolutely fan, and it was freezing. And I
Lots of-
worried about you catching cold.
And then at 6 o'clock, on the third floor where we live, we had put out a little note and people came out of their doors at 6 o'clock and everybody was holding a glass of wine.
Well, I got some wine. Yeah.
Wonderful.
And they toasted me. I mean,
Hey, can you join the call?
I have the most incredible friends. How I can get to this age, this stage of my life.
And let me
we-
say,
and-
Fran was there at 8:30 this morning.
And
Fran was there
right,
at
absolutely.
8:30 this morning.
Right, with the gift now. I'm going to show you what,
The picture.
yeah, what,
Ken brought it. It was Ken.
I couldn't think of your name, honey. What Ken brought, another incredible picture that is of me standing in front of the rear dos of our church with the rose.
Show it to them, Pat. Where is it?
Where is it?
Turn the iPad on and point it at the picture.
Yeah, but the picture is out there and I'm in here.
Well, maybe you shouldn't. Don't do that then. Just,
Yeah, that's too hard.
I'll wait, because I want to show it to you before we close off.
Where's Fran? Get Fran to get it. She can get it.
I don't know. I'm in my room. I don't know where nobody's in here.
Is your door unlocked?
Dad.
Yeah, and just stop it, Ken.
Be difficult.
Okay, all right?
No.
Is, what about Jenica? Is Jenica on?
She's
I
coming in
haven't
about 10
seen
minutes.
Jenica. Have I seen
Jenica's going to
Jenica?
be here in 10 minutes. I just talked to
Oh.
her. She's getting back to cell reception. She's coming in.
Okay.
She's going to get Nicoya. She's working on it right now.
Okay, and I'm so thrilled that Carolyn is here. That's because I hadn't heard anything about Carolyn for so long, and Dennis, and so I asked her, "Hi, sweetie," and she's tell us a little bit about tell us more, you and Dennis, what about your life and your families, and your kids, because you had one that had real health problem.
Yeah.
Or should I bring it to a close?
Hang out there. But they want to see the picture and she can't do it.
I will try it.
Okay.
Carolyn, you're muted.
Am I muted?
No, you're not. Not now.
Okay. Like everyone else,
And I hope you all realize, the younger people, that Carolyn is our 5th child. She's just part of our family, and
they're all my
and when my sister died and everything, Carolyn was in Chicago anyway and came and lived with us. So we always have considered we have 5 children instead of just 4.
Thank you, Annie Pat. Yes, I moved in and took over.
Yeah.
Anyway, like everybody, my kids, you can't see the future. My son, University of Oregon.
Can you get in? Did you get? Yeah, good. Excuse me, just a minute.
Yep, probably.
I did leave the door open.
Go to, it's going to
Okay.
online classes, and that's going to be for his 3rd year of law school. And his job is in jeopardy, or up in the air because there's no court. So
right.
That's why he did this. And then so it's a tough time for everybody, but we're all in it. We are really all in this together, and I hope it sort of is a larger reset for everybody.
Hello.
Oh, God.
Oh, listen, I'm in a Zoom meeting with all my family from Thailand, from all over the world. Right. So you call me back in about 15 minutes if you want, but not now. This is incredible. Bye-bye. It's the church, Brian from the church. Okay.
Okay, are we going to see the picture?
Yeah.
Are you going to show us the picture?
You take it. You do it.
Okay. I'm going to reverse this. Let's see.
Oh, I see it. I saw it. Very briefly.
Wait a minute. Where is it?
Can they see it?
Now we just see you and your
We
mask.
see you, Clint.
Yeah, okay, let me try it again. There it is. Okay. Now
All
Oh,
right.
that's a great one.
That's mom in the church. There you go. That's
It goes up to the rose window.
yeah. Nice.
All right, I'll
And
give it back to her.
Yes.
Give me that for my birthday.
All right.
She loves that picture, so I decided to do something about it. So
It's just amazing. Thanks, Fran. Thanks.
So I'm
everyone.
Now, where are we?
Grace has to go. She's chatting.
We're heading out too.
Yeah.
Well, I know. My gosh, what time is it anyway?
Well, Grandma,
8:50.
you should stick around just a little bit. I think Jenica is almost here. So Jenica, if
Oh,
you want to stick around a
really?
little bit. Yeah, Jenica and Nicole are working to get here. So if you want to stick around, you should.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere, believe
Good,
me.
Good.
People
That's
can get
great.
off if they need to.
There's Caleb again. I have hardly seen Nick. It's
Right
good
here.
to see
There I
the
am.
two of you. There we are. Caleb, stand up.
Hi.
There you
Hi,
go.
Lou.
Get up here.
Happy birthday, Gigi.
Oh, thank
Yay,
you.
Sierra.
Hi, Sierra. Thank you.
Aw.
That was the nicest birthday present I can get, is for you to say that to me. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you.
Bye, Grandma. I'm gonna have to take off as well. Happy birthday.
Are you? Oh, it's great.
Everyone.
And I'm so glad you're all doing so well in your jobs, and your and your lives seem to be you seem to be happy and know what you're doing and where you're going, and
Happy and healthy. Couldn't ask for much
yeah.
more. So.
Yeah.
Jenica is
All right,
coming in.
Where's Jennifer?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hi, can you hear me?
Jenica.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Jenica.
Hi, Ken. Hi, everyone.
Hey, Jennifer.
I can't see her. Where's Jenica? I don't see her.
I'll put her up.
If
Hold
I
on.
talk, okay.
Okay.
Hey,
There you are.
Hi, honey.
we just, can I show them your horse? We just came out because Nicole is in the process of buying a horse. And we just came out to see the
Way to
horse
go.
and her ride it,
Oh.
and she's on it right now. I just ran back. Let me see if I can turn it
wanted
around.
All my life, I want.
There
all
she
I
is.
want.
Oh, wow.
Oh, look at
Oh.
I'm showing you now.
Oh, what a
Wow.
Not on speaker, so we can't hear you, but there she
what a
is.
beautiful, beautiful horse.
That's
Oh, beautiful.
Oops.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's what.
Gallop around. Take off.
I'm glad I saw the texts and was able to get on.
That's wonderful. Just
Yeah.
wonderful.
Good
All
to
right,
see you, Jenica.
Anyway,
yeah. We sure.
hi everyone.
Yeah.
The year
Hi,
you.
Grandma.
honey.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, sweetie. Thank you.
So Jenica,
Yeah, she would like, hey, can
My the headphones like.
yeah, but it didn't work. Okay,
Can you-
Nicole's gonna figure it out.
Oh, yes,
How
this is
to-
complicated.
Oh my God.
Imagine it being in Thailand and in DC and all over the world. It's this Zoom business.
Where is it?
Wow. Hey, who's that?
Hey, Grandma, we have to go, but we love you. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, honey. There. Who's that? Who is that?
Koya.
Nicoya.
Oh, you've got to tell me. I've got too many to remember.
Yeah.
And you won't change since you were babies. Well, I'm so lucky to have a family like I have. I'll tell you, it's just incredible. And I thank you all for figuring this out and putting it together and making this birthday one that I'll never forget. Well, I don't have many. I don't have to have a very good memory because I won't be here for that much longer.
Oh, Mom, you're going to be here for the next 10 years. 10
Oh,
years
yeah.
more, Mom.
Please don't wish that on me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody for being on this call. Oh, there's Nicoya. Okay. I just want to thank everybody for being on the call and everybody who did it. Oh, there's Nicoya.
There's Sierra and Jessica.
So what's Nicoya doing with her life right now, Nicoya?
Right now I have my permit, so I'm driving around a lot. And I'm in the process of buying this horse right now that I'm on, and she is trying to get to other horses. But yeah, and our cat we think is having kittens. So yeah.
Come on, Josh.
And I'm
how
in
on
ninth
earth can
grade
you take a picture of her on a horse?
Yeah, here, Mom, we'll show you.
Oh, wow.
Can you see?
Yes.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Oh, what a beautiful horse, and you're gorgeous.
Oh, look
That's
at that.
Lovely.
Man, what I love. Oh,
It's our really good friends who are.
Is that an Arabian? What kind of a horse is it?
What kind of horse is she?
I think she's a quarter horse
We
thoroughbred.
think a quarter horse thoroughbred mix. Our friend who's one of the ones selling it. Our good friends are the ones making an amazing offer for Nicoya. You can see them coming across the field there.
Oh, really? Where will you be able to keep it, Nicoya?
So she'll keep it at our friend's house, who are the ones selling it to her.
They got a farm. I take it they got a
really
farm.
some of our,
Well, that's my dad. When I wanted a horse, said, "Sweetie pie, I'll buy you a horse. Only trouble is it costs as much to take care of a month of horse as it does to rent an apartment."
Right.
That was his answer to me.
And here in Paonia, there's a lot of land, and most people have horses, and so we're really lucky that the girls have been able to do that.
So awesome.
That's wonderful.
So they're all riding bareback. That's their favorite thing to do.
How on earth can you take pictures of them and get me to see them? I just Josh and
they're on the phone.
It's
They're
amazing.
on their iPhone.
iPhone. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That helps. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. It's wonderful to see
Jenica.
you. Mwah.
Hey, Jenica, I was the one that got your horses from Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have horses, as you know, of course. But I'm so glad she's getting one. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. She's really figured out how to help out our friends who have horses and be able to go and ride them and take care of them for free for a couple of years now. So this is a good next step.
That's wonderful.
Care of them is the best part of all.
Yeah. Do you?
Hey, Caleb. Hey, Caleb. Good to see you, Caleb.
Barbie still has horses, Nicoya. She still does.
Yeah. Well, I know we'd love to come out at some point and visit. That would be amazing.
Oh, Jenica, you should get Barbie out there. She'll show you how to ride.
Yeah. Barbie on?
I'll tell you, get me out there and I'll show everybody how to ride.
Yeah, right. That's Mom.
I still have pictures, Grandma, of when you came and visited us and having wine up on the hillside.
Oh, really? I don't.
Jenica, do you remember Dar 5?
Yes.
Yeah, she was here and Mom rode her. And then I had her until she died.
When was that?
Oh, long time ago. And then I got another Arabian. And then I got another Arabian.
Aw.
A legacy. Where's Logan? What happened to Logan?
I think he had to go. People are on the way.
He's still online.
He had to go to the room, you mean?
Logan's still on, but he's not there.
Right.
Which is typical of Logan.
It's so wonderful to see you, Jenica. I've been thinking about you so often. You've been in my thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
Mine too, Jenica.
It's and your children losing their father, I tell you.
Yeah.
You've really had a rough year. It's
Well,
and you know what it reminds me of is my mother, who lost her husband of the flu epidemic 1918. And how many, 4 years later, married my father, and that's how you're all here.
Right.
What year did your parents get married?
Who, mine?
Yeah.
My parents?
Yes.
Mom was born in 23. Mom was born in 23.
I was born in 1923.
So you were born in 23 and they got married in 23. How about that?
No.
Like 20.
No. Oh, heavens, no.
It's quite a story, the romance. It's really quite a story because Susan and I got to hear that story. And I'm not going to take your time now, but one hell of a story of how Wilson and his twin brother rented rooms from Grandma.
Oh, yeah, we know that story.
And then she kicked him out when he started to date her. Because she...
I know, my mother. Okay. Well, listen, I guess, has anyone not talked?
Sierra hasn't talked.
Jenica, be safe.
No, thank you.
Okay, with your horses.
Nice to see you.
Everybody stay safe.
I wish I was there. I
Nice
go
to
to see
see
horses all the
everybody.
time.
This was fun. We should do this more often.
Yeah.
Grandma, you look amazing. I just want to wish you the most happy birthday.
Well, I've had it. This is just beautiful, just beautiful.
Well,
and I'm so proud of every single child, grandchild, great-grandchild. Look at what a marvelous family we have. They're all doing such thoughtful, important, creative, and helping make this world a better place. And that's just fantastic. Just fantastic.
It's all thanks to you, Grandma.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Love you, Grandma.
Right. Love you, Mom.
Love you.
Love you, Grandma.
Love you.
Good night, everybody.
Love you. Bye, Caleb.
Love you all. It's so
Good
good
night,
to see you.
everybody. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Grandpa.
Nick says goodbye.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
Happy birthday, Grandma. Love you.
Love you.
And I love you all so much. I'm so
Yeah.
grateful.
So
grateful.
all you have to do is well, we're gonna all get off the phone pretty soon. Well, I'll just leave the meeting and then Clint will come back and he'll get the okay.
Mom, you remember how we used to always say goodnight at Crane Lake?
Right.
Before we went to sleep?
No.
Right through the walls?
Yeah.
Say goodnight. Everybody, my brothers remember, don't you?
Yeah.
Good night. We love you. Good night. All the walls were so thin.
Right.
It was like you're sleeping together.
Remember that, kids?
Yeah, I do. I remember it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Logan got the top bunk.
Josie.
That's because I got the spades over your heart.
I got the 8 of hearts and he got
I
the
miss you,
ace of
Logan.
spades.
Where are you, Logan? I miss you. I haven't seen you in too long.
Glad Logan came back.
Yeah.
He's back.
Uncle Logan.
Go. We'll get together again and ride horses, okay?
Yeah, I can't wait when we can get together and get out of these houses.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Logan, I have a friend in Colorado that has a litter of puppies. It's being born in a week. Hank Kelly.
God, I wish I could have one.
Yeah,
Hey, we talked to Nicoya wanted to get some Java Temple. I told her to come by.
Nicoya is right there, Logan.
Papa Logan. Hi.
There's Nicoya.
It's me, Nicoya. I'm right here.
Can you see her?
Java Temple birds?
Oh, yes, the Java Temple birds.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Papa, you wanted to see my horse, right?
There she is.
Did you
I saw your horse.
You wanted to see my horse, Papa?
Beautiful.
Hey, Dad, can you see her horse?
Yeah. Of course I
Oh,
can.
beautiful.
Gorgeous horse. Beautiful.
Oh, that's a beautiful horse.
Oh, gorgeous.
Nice short one.
Short, Grandpa.
And you're riding bareback.
He's not that short. Yeah, that's how they tend to do it, it seems like.
And then she's going to show her birds.
That's wonderful. What a beautiful horse.
Awesome.
Beautiful scenery. Look at Colorado. Boy, they're the lucky ones. They're outdoors. Look at them in Colorado.
Yeah, this is our quarantine environment right now. Thank goodness. Well, we're self quarantining with one friend, and this is the friend. So
Nice.
Yay.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
get to do that too. It's nice to live on a farm, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna sign off. I love everybody. And,
Kathleen, thank you, Kathleen, for doing this. Let's all thank Kathleen. Kathleen, thank you.
love you all.
Thank you, Cassie.
I'm thinking
Thank you, Sana. Thank you, Sana. Good to see you.
Sana and Clint and
I love
Josh.
you all. I'm
together.
gonna head off now. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Kath.
Thank you, Kathy.
Lots of
Sierra-
love.
Sierra
Love you,
wants
Grandma.
to share how
My
we always say
wonderful
goodnight.
family, my wonderful family. Oh, man, it makes me cry.
Yeah.
Oh, Grandma, we love you.
Mm.
Grandma,
What?
Sierra wanted to share how we say goodnight every night.
How do you say good night, honey?
If I'm sweet.
I always say, I'm going to check on you in 6 minutes.
If I'm sweet.
I'll give you a hug.
But not too tight.
Or you might wake up. So that's what we say every single night before she goes to sleep. And since the quarantine started, she's almost always asleep after that 6 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah. So we're gonna head out. We love you guys.
Thank you all for making this possible.
I didn't see Katie's kids, unfortunately.
Yeah, she puts them to sleep.
Why'd she do that?
I don't know.
She's your daughter. I mean, you should know everything about
She's
her.
got a routine, you know, very important.
Okay, okay. Well, I'm glad I saw Jenica very much.
This has been astounding.
It is, yeah.
It's just astounding.
That was.
Here's Clint.
Thank you, Clint.
Thank you, Clint.
I'm going to sign off.
Appreciate it, Clint, very much.
You're welcome. It was very good, and we'll do it again, maybe.
Yes, thank you, Clint. So helpful. Thank you.
There you are. There's Nora.
I saw Nora behind Joshua.
Yeah.
This is only 97. We got 98, 99, 100. We got a bunch of them ahead of us.
Right. Yeah, Mom's going to last to 105, at least, 105.
Yes, there you go.
At least. Okay. Well, I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to leave her place, and
Thank you, Clint.
we'll
Thank you very much. Okay. Goodbye. Good night. Good night, Sana.
Good night.
Thank you, Sana.
See you, Jenica. See you,
Good
Mom.
night,
See you, Sana.
everybody. I'm signing off now. Get a good night's sleep. Bye.
Bye.
Well, and is Grandma still on?
No, she's not. She just left, Jenica.
Okay, cool.
See you. It's good to see you.
Jenica, it's so nice to see you. Oh, Jenica.
Love you so much.
Love you.
Love you.
Think of you all the time.
Yeah, well, let's catch up.
Yeah, would love that.
All right. Yeah.
You and I would get along, dear.
Yeah,
you
for
girls
sure.
riding horses. Oh man.
Yeah, Pearl and it was so nice. Just seeing everybody who came to the memorial, just doing these few calls.
Yeah.
And, with the girls, and just seeing like the Kline genes. I feel like we've hardly seen you guys, but they're also my girls are definitely of the lineage as well as all of our children are.
Yeah.
And wanting to find ways for them to stay connected with that too, especially now that Jordan's gone. It seems more important to really stay a part of our bigger clan.
Yeah. In your heart. In your heart.
So.
How's your mom?
She's always working. But, she likes her work, and overall, I think she's doing pretty well. But it's hard for me to see her because she's always working.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, give her my best. Miss her too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. At some point, maybe we'll actually be able to make it out there now, or once this.
Yeah. Well, I'll figure out a way. Once I get retired, which, after Caleb gets out of Tufts, out of college, we did have this child, very late in life.
Yeah, I know. Are any of the your siblings retired?
Oh, all of them. So yeah, Ken is now, Kathleen way before me, and yeah, they're retired. But at this point, I'm definitely not going to do that for a while.
Yeah, I mean, my parents, I don't know if they're ever going to be able to retire. So.
Yeah, well, I'm fortunate that I've got such an amazing job. They're letting me do it from home. So, and Caleb is filming me every Sunday. It's awesome.
Oh, that's
yeah,
great.
it's really great. So,
all
right, sweetheart. Love you.
Love you.
Love you. Keep
Love you
riding
lots,
those
Jenica.
horses.
See ya.
See you, Josh. Love seeing you guys again. All right,
So good to
take
see ya.
care. Bye.
See you, Mom.
See you. I love you, my baby boy.
I love you too, Mom.
Joshy. And thanks for all those pictures of my grandchildren.
You're welcome.
Even
You're
if they're
welcome.
sleeping.
Here's my sunset.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I love it, Jenica. I love it. Love it.
Heading to go get Kalia now, and then
I'll
have
wish
both
the
my
girls well
Jenica.
for me.
Oh, I miss you, Jenica.
Miss you. I don't know how to sign out. So, oh, there's Caleb. Good
Hi,
seeing you,
Jenica.
Caleb.
I missed you.
Miss you. Good, yeah, good talking to you guys.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Bye.
How do I sign out? End call.
There we go. See everybody.